Thank you for joining us live from the North Texas Fair and Rodeo, powered in part by Low Voltage Solutions and Classic of Denton.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us here at the North Texas Fair and Rodeo. I'm Diva Girl Ellie, and I am here with Josh Abbott.
Hey, Diva Girl.
Hey, how's it going? You enjoying the fair?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, thank you for being here and visiting with us. We're going to sit
First
down.
one of the fall, I think, for us.
Oh, nice. So we get to break in the
Yeah, we're going to grab some
festivities.
corn dogs and some lemonade here in a little bit.
There you go. So have y'all been out wandered out and done some of the rodeo stuff?
I haven't done it today, but, this is our 11th straight year playing here.
Nice.
So I think we've got it down.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna
you guys
make
are
sure
pros.
I got to go get one of the snow cones later.
There you
and
go.
Then we'll get some. We usually have a bus full of corn dogs and lemonades when the show's over. And then we'll hit the road and go to the next place.
Well, it sounds like a party. So thanks for stopping in and
that
talking.
sounds like a party to you?
Yes, it's a
corn
party.
dogs and lemonade? That's
go.
a pretty PG party from where we used to do.
We're going to keep it PG. We got PG audience today.
That's true. Okay.
Well, thanks for coming in and talking to us. And we're going to sit here and talk about your adventures, your album, and you performing here, some of the music
Okay,
that
great.
you. So we know that your last album was a bit more relationship based.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading it was about basically the beginning and the ending of a relationship, and I wanted to talk about the contrast of your more recent album and how it differs.
Sure. Well, Front Row Seat was kind of a concept record that told a story from front to back, chronologically, basically examined a relationship that ultimately failed. And the newest record, Until My Voice Goes Out, really picks up on that. That ringer you hear is the door guy. What song is that anyway? Nickelback.
No, man.
Come here. Get over here. Get over here.
Oh, man.
Hey, get over here, Nickelback. Come here. Come here. Come on. We're going to put you on
He's
TV.
like, no.
I wouldn't want to be on TV after that either.
Oh, man. He's like, no.
Oh,
Everybody
man.
silence your phones right now. You're going to get called out.
That's good stuff. No, anyway, so the new record basically takes over from there, and it's all about kind of learning how to redo life again and falling in love again, putting yourself back out there, trying to accept your flaws, your pasts, and eventually kind of move on into a good relationship. And then, of course, as well as that, my dad died, and so there's a couple songs on there that kind of pay ode to him. And so really it's just a record about life and death. And we didn't mean for it to be so heavy or dark, but it's, a couple life incidents kind of changes things. And so that's kind of what that record is about, and we hope that people listen to it and kind of appreciate how personal it is.
It kind of took form with the life that was happening right before your eyes.
Yeah.
And so how does that transition into the newer album as far as what are we expecting? What are we getting from that vibe as far as, I know you were using a little bit different style as far as music and stuff, implementing some new how does that differ from
last year when we played here was the debut of the record, and we had horns and strings, and that was our very first show of them, so we had a couple rough parts. I wish we could redo that show with the horns and strings this time, but we're still playing a lot of those songs, still playing a lot of our old catalog stuff, and just kind of blending it in. We just essentially the whole theme of the night will be a lot of upbeat songs to celebrate life, friendships, family, and love.
With
and that's
corn
really
dogs and lemonade.
Yeah, exactly.
For that party.
Yeah, so that's essentially what people will see from our show tonight. There's a couple sad songs sprinkled in there, but for the most part, we keep it upbeat and lovey-dovey.
Okay, well, I like that. So what would you give advice to some of the local up-and-coming artists here that are trying to, pave their way? What would you give them as a suggestion as far as, the challenges that you find, as far as, obstacles and triumphs as well?
I would just say you have to believe in what you're doing. You have to write the majority of your own music. I think you can. There's always room to record some outside stuff, but if you want people to really feel like what you do is personal, it's got to be that. So you got to put yourself out there a little bit, and that's the good and the bad. You can't just write about the good.
Definitely.
When you screw up a relationship and you write that song, you got to put it out there. And
be vulnerable.
So, You have to. And I would say also be aware of branding and imaging. It seems like today more than ever that stuff is just huge.
Relevant, yes.
You know, how you run your Instagram page is a big part of how successful your touring can be. So
we don't want
there's
a bad
so much.
Instagram photo out there. Nobody
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
that bad Instagram photo.
Yeah, social media changed the game. You know, some for the better, some for the worse, but it is what it
Definitely.
is. And so I would say that kind of stuff is very important.
Well, thank you so much for stopping in with us today here at the North Texas Fair and Rodeo with DentonRadio.com. I'm Diva Girl Ellie. We're going to go enjoy the show and lemonade and corn dogs. Thanks,
This
guys.
is how you remind me. Where'd he go?
Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for being part of our North Texas Fair and Rodeo series, which would not be possible without our friends Low Voltage Solutions and Classic of Denton.